Dearest Leo, as the gates of the second week of June swing open, a subtle yet powerful shift begins to ripple through your energy field. Can you feel it? The air carries a certain electricity, a quiet pull that tells your spirit something meaningful is approaching. This is not just another week. It is a divinely orchestrated turning point, a cosmic checkpoint where the universe sends you 3 types of sacred signs to guide your path with unmistakable clarity. The first are confirmation signs, gentle echoes from the universe that validate the decisions you've made, even the ones you doubted. These signs might arrive as unexpected reassurance, a message from someone out of the blue, or the soft resolution of something that's been weighing on your heart. Whatever form they take, they will offer a quiet but undeniable truth. You were right to trust yourself. These confirmations are not just validation, they are soul-level encouragement to keep going, to stand tall, and to believe that your past choices were not in vain. The second type are directional signs. They won't scream for your attention, but they will appear exactly when your soul is ready. A sudden opportunity, a conversation that shifts your perspective, a door that creaks open when you weren't even knocking. These signs are guideposts for your future, especially in your career and personal life. They are the universe's way of saying, "This way, beloved Leo," but only if you're awake enough to notice them. Trust where you are being led, even if the path feels unfamiliar. And finally, the third and most important are timing signs. These come in sacred moments when your intuition pulses louder than your logic. They are the inner nudges, the urgent whispers, the unexplainable knowing that says, "Now is the time." Whether it's time to speak up, take a leap, or walk away, these signals will not repeat themselves. You will not get a second chance to act on them. And that's why awareness is everything. Don't question the moment. Become the moment. This second week of June is not a test to pass. It is a portal to step through. You are not being judged. You are being invited. Invited to rise, to lead, to choose yourself again. If you can summon the courage to follow the signs, even when they're disguised as silence, uncertainty, or discomfort, this week will not only shift your reality, it will rewrite your story. Because when a Leo listens to the universe, the world listens back. The second week of June will not come quietly. It arrives with purpose, like a mirror held up to your soul, reflecting not only your strength and brilliance, but also the hidden layers you often keep protected. This is a week of sacred refinement, where the universe is not trying to break you down, but to sculpt you into the next version of yourself. The trials you face are not punishments, they are invitations, each one carefully placed to test your resilience, your confidence, and your innate ability to lead when others hesitate. You, Leo, are not being broken. You are being revealed. This week, emotional waves may rise and fall more dramatically than usual, and that's no cause for alarm. Your heart, ruled by the blazing sun, is undergoing an energetic recalibration. Moments of elation may be followed by moments of doubt. Bursts of motivation may be trailed by silence. But know this: these fluctuations are not weakness, they are spiritual alignment in progress. The cosmos is fine-tuning your frequency, helping you clear the static that has kept your light dim. So let the feelings flow. Witness them without judgment. Let them cleanse you rather than confuse you. And here is where it gets mystical. What appears ordinary this week may be cloaked in extraordinary significance. That casual invitation to attend an event you nearly declined, it may place you in the path of someone who holds a key to your next breakthrough. That job offer that looks too small for someone of your stature, it may be the humble seed from which your greatest success will bloom. That offhanded remark from a friend or colleague, one that stings just a bit more than you expected, listen again. Beneath the sting may be a truth your soul has been quietly asking for. These are not accidents. These are coded messages, and you, Leo, are the only one with the wisdom to decode them. Your world this week is a treasure map, and every twist, turn, and seemingly mundane interaction could carry hidden coordinates to something greater. But you must stay awake. You must soften your pride without surrendering your power. You must lead not just when the spotlight shines, but when no one is watching. When the applause has faded and all that remains is your unwavering self-belief. This is the essence of the Leo rebirth. You are not just here to react to life, you are here to shape it. And the second week of June is your celestial proving ground. When it comes to your finances and professional path this second week of June, the stars are whispering a truth you must hold close. Not all that glitters is gold, and not all opportunities that seem small are without divine weight. You are entering a window of time where fresh financial energies begin to stir around you, but they will not roar into your life. They will appear subtly, almost quietly, wrapped in choices that test your discernment between short-term gain and long-term alignment. This is not a week for impulsive moves based solely on numbers. It is a week for soulful strategy. You may be offered something that seems beneath your talent or not quite what you envisioned. Pause before rejecting it. Sometimes the universe disguises blessings in modest packaging, not to humble you, but to see if you can sense true value beyond surface impressions. That lesser pay offer? It might come with room to grow, visibility that multiplies, or connections that launch you far beyond what you imagined. That collaborative project that doesn't sparkle yet? It may evolve into your legacy. In these moments, Leo, your greatest power will lie in your ability to feel beyond logic and choose from intuition. Creativity is your hidden currency this week, and it will surge like a flood if you let it. You may be struck with sudden visions, bold ideas, or solutions to problems that once felt impossible. Don't dismiss these flashes as mere fantasy. They are messages from your higher self, reminders that your true abundance is born from within. Keep a journal nearby. Write on napkins if you must. Capture every download the universe sends. These ideas are not random. They are seeds. Plant them with care. Share them with those who can nourish them. Act on the ones that make your heart skip a beat. This is not a time to chase recognition or approval. It's a time to build the kind of wealth that aligns with your soul's rhythm. That means making choices that support not just your bank account, but your integrity, your purpose, and your joy. True success is never built in haste. It is woven through intention, one aligned action at a time. Let your roar be felt not through grand declarations, but through the quiet confidence of a lion who knows the crown is already theirs. Leo, matters of the heart come into radiant focus this week. Not necessarily through dramatic events, but through quiet revelations that settle deep into your bones. This is a week where the truth of your desires begins to crystallize, not the kind you proclaim to the world, but the kind that lives behind your eyes, in the spaces between words. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or somewhere in between, the second week of June will ask you to look closely at what connection truly means to you now, not what it meant in the past, not what you were told to want, but what your soul actually needs to feel safe, seen, and fully loved. If you're single, the universe may place someone unexpected on your path. Not necessarily the ideal partner you've imagined, but someone who reflects back a part of you that you've long overlooked. This connection may begin subtly, a shared glance, a meaningful conversation, a moment that lingers in your energy longer than you'd expect. Pay attention not to the spark alone, but to how your body feels in their presence. Does it soften? Does it open? This isn't about fantasy, it's about energetic resonance. And sometimes destiny arrives quietly, asking you to listen instead of chase. If you're in a relationship, this week brings a mirror. You may begin to notice new sides of your partner, or perhaps you'll see yourself more clearly through their responses. Communication will be key, but it must come from a place of softness. Rather than asking, "What's wrong?" ask, "What do we both need more of?" Rather than trying to be right, be willing to be real. The intimacy that blossoms from that kind of honesty will strengthen your bond far beyond surface connection. For all Leos, this week also holds a sacred cleansing of past patterns in love. You may feel the need to release old attachments, rewrite a painful narrative, or simply forgive yourself for the ways you once settled for less. Do it gently, do it completely, because the love that is aligning for you, whether with another or within yourself, is too sacred to be built on anything less than truth. And most importantly, remember, love is not a prize you must perform for. You are not here to convince anyone of your worth. You are here to receive love that recognizes you before you even speak. That is what you're being guided toward now. Leo, your physical body is not just a vessel. It is the sacred temple that holds the fire of your spirit. And this week, more than most, your energy systems are being recalibrated to match the new frequency you're stepping into. You may feel it as restlessness, sudden fatigue, waves of motivation followed by the need to retreat. This is not weakness. This is your soul whispering, "Slow down and listen. Something is shifting within." Your body may respond to the emotional and spiritual transformations occurring by amplifying its messages. Pay close attention to the subtle cues. A tightness in the chest could reflect a truth not yet spoken. A tension in the shoulders might mirror a burden you've been carrying too long. These signals are not here to alarm you. They are gentle invitations to return to balance. This week, healing doesn't look like doing more. It looks like realigning. You are being asked to care for yourself, not with punishment or routine, but with presence. Feed yourself foods that feel alive. Move your body in ways that feel joyful, not forced. Let nature be your medicine. Sunlight, water, quiet walks, barefoot moments with the earth. You don't need to fix yourself, Leo. You simply need to tune in. Your radiance is restored not by pushing harder, but by softening into your natural rhythm. And, perhaps most importantly, notice your sleep. Your dreams this week may carry profound insight. You may wake up with phrases, images, or emotions that don't make immediate sense. Write them down. Your subconscious is processing layers of change that your conscious mind hasn't fully caught up with yet. There may even be prophetic threads woven into your dreamscape, guidance about health choices, emotional healing, or your next step forward. Trust that the body remembers even what the mind forgets. This is a sacred time to tend to your inner light, not with urgency, but with devotion. Your vitality is not separate from your spirit, it is its echo. When you treat your health as holy, your energy becomes unstoppable. Leo, family is not always defined by blood, but by presence, by energy, by who holds space for your becoming. During this second week of June, the cosmos places a gentle spotlight on your emotional roots, those connections that anchor you, soothe you, or at times stir you in uncomfortable ways. This is a week where old family dynamics may rise to the surface, not to disrupt you, but to be healed through the lens of who you've now become. If you felt distant from family, physically, emotionally, or energetically, there may be a moment this week that invites reconnection. A message you weren't expecting, a gesture that feels small but lands deep. It may not resolve everything, but it may soften something inside you that's been guarded for too long. You don't have to open the door all the way, but cracking the window may let in a breeze of healing you didn't know you needed. And for those navigating family tension, this week offers you the gift of perspective. You're being asked to witness long-standing emotional patterns with new eyes, not from the lens of reaction, but from the wisdom of observation. You may suddenly see how much you've grown. You may realize that the version of you who once felt powerless no longer exists. This clarity won't necessarily change others, but it will shift your response. And that, Leo, is where true power lives. For Leo parents, or those caring for younger souls, your role this week holds a kind of quiet spiritual weight. Children, whether yours or those around you, may reflect messages back to you that you weren't ready to hear from adults. Pay attention to their dreams, their questions, their moments of spontaneous wisdom. Often the divine speaks through the innocent. What seems like play or nonsense may carry truths your higher self has been calling in. And if you've been feeling emotionally unsupported lately, this week reminds you the support you're seeking may not always come from the usual places, but it will come from an old friend checking in, from a kind stranger, from your own ability to self-soothe and mother your own heart when the world feels distant. You are not alone, even when it feels that way. The universe is building a new circle around you, one rooted in resonance, not obligation. Let your emotional boundaries this week be loving, not rigid. Let your love be offered freely, but not at the cost of your peace. You are allowed to step back, to rest, to regroup. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do for your family is to choose your own healing first. And now, as we close this sacred transmission, take one final breath with me, Leo. Inhale the knowing. Exhale the fear. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. You were guided here because your soul is ready to rise, ready to listen, ready to step into the version of you that no longer needs to be validated to feel worthy. This second week of June is not just a chapter in time, it is a cosmic invitation. The universe is not testing you, it is choosing you, because it knows what you carry within. So when the signs appear, and they will, may you meet them with trust instead of tension. May you respond not with doubt, but with devotion. And when the moment comes to act, to speak, to lead, may you remember the crown was always yours. You're not being asked to become someone else. You're simply being asked to return to who you've always been. I'll be here, holding space in the quiet, watching the stars, and whispering gently from the edge of the unseen. You are the light. You are the sign. You are the storm and the stillness, the fire and the healing. Now go. Walk through this week with open eyes, an open heart, and a spirit that refuses to dim. Until next time, I am Luna Celestine, and I see you.